Dobro večer. Yay! Dobro večer, Divine Pisces 222. It is Thursday, June 24th, 2021. Happy full moon today, guys. Full moon in Capricorn coming in, bringing in some pretty strong energies as far as commitment, control, and that sort of thing going on today. Also, I do want to mention real quick, I did post on Instagram and YouTube the 8/8 event that I will be joining Jupiter 1111 and Wicked Virgo on this event. It's a 4-hour live event. Go ahead and get your spot, guys. If you sign up, or pay in full by, I believe it's July 20th, you'll actually get a couple of really cool bonuses, including a live pre-event on how to cultivate your gifts. Those of you who are wondering what your mission is, or maybe you know what your mission is, you're just not really quite sure what to do with it, that is a bonus that you can take advantage of. That's something that we're all pretty passionate about, is helping the new wave of light workers, helping them to embrace their gifts and learn how to use their gifts, for the collective, but also to actually further their own path, okay? This also actually leads right into the online course that I've been working on, and I will, of course, be releasing that, or opening it up on 8/8. That is my deadline. But just know a little bit about what it is. It's actually going to be a live class that I will be doing weekly. I'm actually sitting down next week and kind of writing out all of the coursework and everything that I will be doing for that. So obviously once I know more, I'll let you guys know. I'm really excited about it. And I really want to focus on karmic situations today. It is Thursday after all. It's kind of become a thing to focus on the karmic situations, because I know for the last couple of days I've been picking up on specifically masculine having a really hard time accepting the ending of some of these situations. But it's like feminine, a lot of you have moved away from these karmic situations, but you're in regret energy about it for some reason. There is a lot of pull, I do feel, on the heartstrings, some emotional attachments to some of these things that we walked away from, but a lot of it has to do with fear. Okay? A lot of it has to do with fear of the unknown. Fear that you're not going to be supported, fear of persecution. And let me tell you something, the persecution is out there right now, guys. YouTube is censoring, and I know it's not just me. YouTube is censoring. The trolls are coming out of the woodworks. People lashing out because I'm speaking truth and it's not something they want to hear. They want to silence me because I'm in opposition. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. And I'm just like, guys, just stay true to yourself, okay? You know what you're about. You know what you're speaking is truth, whether it's truth or not. You know what you're seeing, whether or not it's truth, okay? So don't let anybody else throw you off your path. Just keep going, all right? Those who are coming at you, they're coming at you because they're triggered. Something about you triggers them because you're showing them some truth that they really don't want to see. So don't take it personally, and just keep moving forward, okay? All right, so let's see what we've got going on in overall energy, some of these karmic situations right now, okay? All right, wow. So mother and authority figures coming in close together. And I've been picking up on this energy specifically for the masculine, the distorted feminine energy, the mother energy, whatever you want to call it, okay? But some of you feminines are also dealing with this. Now, this also, I do feel, has to do with children. Some of you are mothering yourself through your children. You're learning a lot of karma, or dealing with a lot of karma through your children and resolving that and that sort of thing. So that is happening right now within the collective, okay? And this is also significant with the authority figures. So again, I do feel some of you are dealing with either a job, that you're in, or a situation where you feel like you're not your own person, that you have to follow some specific rules in order to remain in that state or whatever. And then, you know, this need, this want to move or get out because it's making you feel restricted, right? You feel like you can't move. You literally feel like you have nowhere to go in this situation, unless you do exactly as you're told. You're not. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything, right? And it's like the complete opposite of this feeling of freedom, where if you break out of this, you can do whatever you want. But then there's that nagging feeling where you're just like, well, if I leave, how am I going to do what I want if I don't have money or I don't have whatever? Okay. And so forgiveness is needed right now. I feel like forgiveness within the connections, but forgiveness within yourself for whatever is going on in this situation that you have allowed for so long, but also forgiving the people or the persons that are also in this situation. Okay. So let's see. I want one more here, and I'm having a hard time. Whoa. 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 Let's try that again. One more, please. One more. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is interesting here, monk or nun. So this is actually speaking to me of belief systems. Okay, some of you, this is a major belief system that is keeping you stuck here. It's actually not a person, but it could be tied to a particular person. It could be tied to like that mother figure or that authority figure that's been coming in. And it could be something that where you feel like if you don't do exactly as you're told, you're going to let that person down. And that's kind of a fear that you have, okay? So let's take a look at feminine right now. A lot of feminines really, literally realizing their potential and realizing their dream, but actually wanting to move through into the light from the darkness, okay? I feel like a lot of feminines, I'm looking at this card a little bit closely. If you take a look here, if you see, she kind of has this faint outline of angel wings behind her. She's going through this door. It's really more like, yeah, feminine is starting to realize she is being protected right now. She is being guided, right? And that she needs to return the focus to herself once again. And that, you know, a lot of you are, in a way, kind of forgetting the whole point. Like the whole point of the journey to begin with. You kind of forgot that, and now you're starting to realize it again. That the whole point of the journey was you the entire time, right? And so it's like now you're just being called to trust. And this card has been coming up a lot in my collective readings for feminine. This discernment card, where it's like cloudy. It's like you just feel like you've been so disconnected. You're not even quite sure what you're seeing right now, right? I mean, just understand what you're seeing. Believe it or not, okay, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just that you are not, there's something in the way that's preventing you from seeing it, but you're actually being guided towards your next move. And it's like you're sitting there going, okay, so I need to move. I just don't know where it's taking me. It's like this, it's like I want to trust, but, right? There's that but I can't see where I'm going. Well, that's the point. That's the point. That's the point of trusting, and that's the point of faith, feminine, is you don't have to see where you're going to know where you're going. Does that make sense? You don't have to see where you're going to know that you're going to the right place. You're going in the right direction. Okay? So let's see here. Feminine. Yeah, feminine is... A lot of feminines have... I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Rebuilt themselves so many times. And still yet, it's like they rebuild themselves following the 3D rules. They still feel like they have to follow the 3D rules. Okay? But you don't. Okay? Listen to yourself. Follow your heart, not the 3D rules. Follow your light. And see, this light is actually present here, too. Follow your light, feminine, into fulfillment. Okay? Choose self. Remember, choosing self shouldn't come with guilt. There is no guilt attached to choosing self. Okay? Forget this nonsense. All right? Forget what people are telling you. All right? It doesn't matter. Choosing self is what you're being pushed to do, and is what's going to help you literally manifest the abundance that you have been trying to call into yourself. It's like manifest, 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 but we haven't been taking the steps in order to actualize what we've been wanting to manifest, because we keep thinking in the 3D terms. Okay, so for example, feminine, an opportunity. Okay, you've been manifesting. Let's say you're in a job, you've been manifesting your way out of that job. You're not happy there. You know you want to work for yourself. You want to do something you're fulfilled in. Okay, let's just say you're not fulfilled where you are. So you start manifesting, this is my happiness. This is where I feel happy. This is this right here. This happiness feeling I feel when I think about doing this particular thing. This is where I want to be. This feeling here. And you start manifesting that. And then opportunities start presenting themselves to you. When you see the opportunity, instead of just going with it because you don't trust it, you look at the opportunity and start weighing your options. Going, okay, well, if I take this opportunity, I might be fulfilled, but the money's not as good as where I'm at now. Do you see? Do you see? Okay, you're thinking still feminine in the 3D terms. It doesn't have to be a job. It doesn't matter. That was just an example of a karmic situation. Okay? You're still thinking in the 3D terms. And this is part of what my online course is going to help with, okay? Is thinking outside of the box and really understanding what it means to manifest, okay? Because yeah, I mean, right now it's, for some reason, feminine, you're in this mindset, and again, this is a 3D thing. Either you have people around you telling you this, or it's a belief system that's holding you back. For some reason, you're still in that mindset that choosing yourself is not going to bring you what you want. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's like throwing you really off balance, and you're not trusting yourself right now. It's so funny to me. It's like, feminine, how many times have you done this where you manifested something and it blew your mind and you're like, yeah, why didn't I do this before? And then you go for it again, and then you get into this weird little doubt cycle and you can't get out of it, even though you know every single time you have trusted yourself or trusted source or trusted intuition or whatever, or just gone with your gut, taken a leap of faith. You know every single time you have done that, it has worked out. The only time it didn't work out is when you trust your ego. When ego gets in the way, or when you start overthinking it, when you start weighing your options, when you start bringing that 3D mindset into this opportunity that you are getting, every time you do that, that's when it doesn't work out. Because you're muddying the water when you do that, okay? It's like, oh, but if I do that, you know, I'm going to have conflict. I'm going to have people come at me. People are going to knock me off my high horse, so on and so forth. So what? They're going to try. Only you can let them, feminine. Only you can let that into your sphere. Okay? Nothing will come in unless you let it happen. Okay? Feminine's so, anxious. So anxious right now. And I understand that, feminine. You feel like you're being attacked from all ends, all corners. You know, whether you're going out into public and it's energetic, maybe, you feel like people are watching you, people are staring at you, people are throwing their stuff at you, and you don't want to deal with that. Or you're speaking truth and people are like, how dare you speak the truth? Don't you dare. Don't you dare speak the truth. We're not going to let anybody see what you're saying. Okay? Thank you, YouTube. Right? It's been suggested to me that maybe I should go on other platforms, and I think I might. But anyway, like, it's just like feminine, you have to understand that the anxiety is the only thing that's holding you back. And it's anxiety breeds fear, and fear is an illusion. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. And the awakening of the masculine, really interesting too, is that not just the masculine person, okay, we've been talking about that this year, but also the masculine within you, feminine. Okay, so feminine spent the last however long, getting the 5D together, getting her feminine energy, being in her goddess energy, and like connecting to self and connecting to source and all of that stuff. But now it's like the awakening of the masculine within the feminine is like, okay, so now that we know how to do all of this stuff in the 5D, let's go ahead and translate this into the 3D. Let's start moving. Let's start actually making things happen. That's what the masculine energy is, the 3Ds. Like this, okay, so we're connecting the 5D with the 3D now. Now that we energetically know how to do all this stuff, let's make this an actuality. Let's make this like our reality now. Okay? So the awakening of the masculine, it really has two meanings, okay? And for some of you, this actually does represent, again, the true masculine, your true masculine coming in and manifesting themselves to you, okay? Coming forward in truth and integrity, okay? And knowing. And of course, the masculine, knowing what you stand for. Okay? All right. Yeah, that's it. Right there. Boom. Okay? Masculine energy moving forward in integrity to birth the new reality. And the new world, as it were. Okay? We're literally manifesting a new timeline, guys, because we know we don't want to do this again. If you know your history, let's just look at the world for a second. Let's look at the 3D for a second. If you know your history, you know there's a particular cycle that humanity always repeats over and over and over again. Okay, from the beginning of time. Let's talk about specific situations, for example. Or, let's say civilizations like Egypt, Greece, Rome. Okay? They all follow a particular pattern. And what happens in that pattern is they get too big, they try to control the populace. Okay? What happens? Okay? Don't want to go down this road again. We don't want to go down this road, okay? And that's just an example, okay? But if you look at that cycle of humanity and you take a look at that on the broad scale, but then you scale it down into the cycles that you're constantly repeating, tower after tower after tower, don't want to repeat that tower anymore. Let's go this way. Let's go this way instead. Like, we've done all this before. It's one of the reasons why you're not allowed to learn history anymore. Not true history. It's all fake now. It's one of the reasons I'll be homeschooling my daughter. So she can actually learn history. Real history. Okay? I mean, let me just be frank with you. I worked with people at not my last job, but the job before that, who didn't even know what the Bolshevik Revolution was. That just blew my mind. And public education, okay? Didn't know what the Bolshevik Revolution was. Didn't know what the Gadsden flag was. Just like, huh? And the question to me was, I'm sorry. It's funny. I mean, I really should have been a history teacher. Maybe, I don't know. I probably would have been silenced then too. But if I remember correctly, the conversation was, oh, that's a racist flag. Huh? Wait, what? No, the Gadsden flag was all the colonies coming together to defeat a common enemy. Because until then, they were all separate colonies. Right? And still to this day, by the way, the United States is not actually a country. We're a federation of states. So it really bothers me when people say the United States is. Let me correct you. It's the United States are, because the federal government's technically illegal. Oh, but they might censor me for saying that. Oh. Anyway, I digress. But then she asked me, oh, okay, so then which one represented the South? And I was like, wrong revolution, honey. Wrong revolution. So it's just stuff like that I just don't, it's like people are just so happy in their ignorance. And ignorance is technically, okay, it's not ignorance. It's non-education. Ignorance is when you know something but you ignore it for whatever reason. Okay, just not knowing something. I mean, that's whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It's education, right? But then there's a personal responsibility. It's like, maybe I should educate myself. And this is what I'm talking about with the masculine energy, particularly. The masculine energy, it's like they just want somebody else to fix their problem. Whereas feminine is sitting here going, why am I fixing everybody else's problems? Why can't somebody else take responsibility for themselves? But feminine, the problem is you keep feeding into that energy and that negativity that's coming in with, you don't have to solve everybody else's problems. You don't have to clear your ancestors' karma. You don't have to clear your family's karma. You don't have to clear your masculine's karma. You deal with your stuff. Okay? This rant had a point. Trust me. If you made it through, congratulations, you get a cookie. Okay? The point here is acknowledging what you know to be true versus what is actually being shown, which may not be truth. And taking that and moving forward with it. Somebody's not ready to acknowledge their own issues or acknowledge their own karma or acknowledge their own path, feminine. That is not your responsibility. Now, for example, my mission is to help people deal with their awakening and to help people deal with their consciousness and to help, light workers step into their mission and to move forward in confidence. But my mission is also partly to trigger people into awakening, but that doesn't always happen, okay? It doesn't always happen into awakening. Sometimes they just get triggered and then they unsubscribe, and that's fine. Whatever. But I'm here for the people who want help, who recognize that they want help, but you have to be able to help yourself. I can't do it for you, and I know that. And that's the thing. It's like feminine in general, naturally, is a nurturer. They want to help. And then they feel defeated when they can't help or when they fail to help someone. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Okay? So your choice right now, feminine, is either to move forward in truth regardless of what anybody else says or whether somebody's ready to receive it, or you constantly put yourself down for quote-unquote not being able to help somebody. Okay? But how is that helping you when you're staying in that state of, oh, I failed, I suck, I'm not worthy of my gifts if I can't make this person see what they don't want to see? That no. Like, if they don't want to see it, they don't want to see it. That has nothing to do with you, feminine. Okay? So don't keep yourself stuck in that nasty heartbreak energy because, quote-unquote, you couldn't help somebody. They have to be able to help themselves. If what you're doing is helping to show them the way, but they refuse to walk the path, then that is not your fault. Okay? Yeah. Okay, and feminine, this is part of what you're releasing in the 3D as well. This is a 3D construct too. It stems into definitely an inner child thing. I really feel that a lot of you, your belief system centers around love means trying to think of the word here. Like, love means obedience. Basically, if you disappoint me, I don't love you. That type of thing. That's what's coming in. So with the mother energy coming in here, I feel like a lot of you, this is bringing up some mommy issues right now. Okay? Let it go. It's going to be fine. All right? So messages from feminine. I trusted you. And this could be to the karmic, this could be to masculine. Take it as it resonates. Sorry. And I want you back. Will you ever make things right? I don't want to let you go. Yeah, some of you, you're just still not ready to let go of some of these karmic situations. I'm waiting patiently. Didn't see my tears. Ooh. You broke my heart. Okay. And yeah, some of you are repressing a little bit. You need to purge, okay? And I want to start over. Yeah, you want... Feminine wants that new beginning, but you've got... Femme. You've got to release this reality before you can manifest a new one fully, okay? Alright, so advice from Source. Cleanse and restore. Bingo. Let it go, femme. Make peace with your past. Make peace with your karma. Karmic situations, whatever. Make peace with yourself. Forgiveness. Ah! Ow! Okay. Yeah, everything in perfect balance. Yeah, what can you let go of still? This is a repeat message as well. And make your dreams real. That's it. You have to let go of this old reality before you can manifest the new one fully, okay? Alright, let's take a look at masculine's karmic situation. Okay, this card's been coming up a lot for masculine too, is the toil and labor. Some of them it has to do with a job. Some of them, this is literal. This is a job situation, okay? I know in, you know, my own situation with my counterpart, it is a job, okay? That's the third party. But for some of them, it's, they feel like they have been working, okay? But nothing ever comes to fruition. Some of them either received a message or I don't know if they received it's like they received a message either from Femme, from Source, or possibly from even an external source. Here, okay, some of them I'm getting they lost their job. Okay, they lost their job. Expectation. What expectation though? What was the expectation? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, some of them actually were expecting some sort of monetary thing here, and that's what they've been expecting, possibly from a job. But then they received a message that it may not actually happen. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this has to do with a karmic partnership. So that's interesting. I'm actually getting here also that some of them maybe found out something about their karmic, about money. Maybe that the karmic has been using their money or taking their money, or manipulating them with money. That's what I'm getting. This particular group. Okay. Could be doesn't have to be a partner. It could be a mother figure or a boss, whatever. Something to do with money, though. Definitely something they were not expecting at all. Definitely getting a partner, though. It's a karmic partner in this particular group here. They found out something about their karmic that really kind of threw them for a loop, and it's definitely a lesson, like a karmic lesson here that they're trying to wrap up, and they're mad. They're pretty mad. Pretty mad about it. They don't know what to do. Yeah, they don't know what to do here. And it's almost like they feel like they can't do or say anything to this particular person. I feel like this person, whoever it is, whether it's a karmic partner or not, they have something on masculine that if they were to say something, if they were to stand up for themselves, if they were to actually try to leave the situation or something like that, they would be retaliated against. Yeah. So there's something that this person or group of people or whatever has on masculine that is keeping him there in the 3D through its manipulation. It's threats. It's money. I feel like some of it is money. It's money threats. Oh, I just got one. Came in something about this particular masculine wants to leave a marriage, but he's been threatened with money. I will ruin you. I will ruin you. Getting infidelity possibly in this particular situation, and the karmic partner. I mean, rightly so. I'd be mad if my husband cheated on me too. Don't be wrong, But it's a manipulation tactic, and I mean, masculine, you gotta pay your dues, okay? Like you, karma is a very real thing. All right, you gotta deal with your stuff, but being stuck in a toxic situation is not necessarily the best way to go about it. I mean, just understand that if you were to walk away, you would be protected in some way. Now, would you have to pay some money? Happens every time. Anyway, so would you have to pay some money, masculine? Yeah, probably. I mean, let's be honest, but it's not gonna destroy you. Okay, pay it back. I will say I have noticed every single karmic situation that I leave, there is some sort of monetary it's weird. It's like a contract or something. I'm leaving a contract, so therefore I have to pay it back. This happened in the job that I left before I left the area I was in before, guys, like last year. This happened it happened with my marriage. It happened with the karmic situation that I just recently left. It also happened with the job that I just recently left as well. It's like I'm having to monetarily pay back all of these karmic situations because it's a 3D thing. And it's like this, it's like it's trying to hold you back because of money. And if you leave, it's like you have to pay like a cancellation fee almost of that karmic situation. It's really weird how this has happened to me in pretty much every single one of my karmic situations that I have left. It's weird. Okay, so masculine, don't let that throw you off balance. And I understand it's like you're trying to weigh your options, but at the same time, like you're playing games with yourself. It's going to catch up to you one way or another. You might as well deal with it now. Stop putting it off. Okay? Yeah, stop putting it off. Stop putting it off. Make the decision. Be a man. Put your big boy panties on and move on. Okay? If you're not happy where you're at, move. Okay? And that's the thing is like, oh my god, these cards still stick. Yeah, masculine is just like giving his power away. Legit. Just yeah. Okay. So masculine, you can't sit there and play games with yourself and expect change. It just doesn't happen that way. Okay? And I feel like this might be the same group I was picking up on yesterday, where it's like messages from masculine. It's like they know it's not a good situation, but it's just like, yeah, I want to be free. Then do something about it, masculine. Stop. Well, okay, so I'm working on it. I can't look in your eyes because I know I'm not in integrity. I know I've been playing games, feeling each other's pain. Taking a time out. Obsessed with you. Oh, get over it, masculine. Everything seems so surreal right now, and I hate keeping secrets. I need your help right now. Masculine, help yourself. Help yourself, masculine. Help yourself. Okay, them can't do it for you. Alright, some advice for masculine from source. It's time to deal with your stuff. Just deal with it, masculine. Just bite it off, chew it, and swallow it. Just do it. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to fester. Okay? Every journey starts with a single step. So, masculine, it's time. It's time to take that step. Okay? You've been holding on to this for a really long time. You just need to accept the transformation. You need to accept what you're being shown and move forward. Unless you want to remain in this state, unless you want to remain tied to your karma, you want to remain this way for the rest of your life. Visualize the rest of your life where you are right now. Do it. And tell me you want to stay there. Hell no. No, you don't. No, you don't. Being controlled all the time. Strings attached. Not being able to be yourself. Or to even realize your potential. Okay? Or step into your mission. Imagine your entire life. All phases of life where you are right now. And then imagine your life if you weren't there. Okay? All right, let's see. Connecting energies. Of course, sexual energy coming in. Right now, masculine's frustrated. Femme is scared. Some of you still dealing, obviously, with some inner child stuff that's being triggered right now. Having to do with the home, family, whatever. Friends. Yeah, obviously, we're ending some cycles right now. And the cycle includes, obviously, rejection. So self-rejection is a big one right now. But it's like, yeah, it's not even rejecting someone else. You're rejecting yourself right now. That's been coming in for a little bit, but that is really significant today. Rejecting self, not choosing self, rejecting self for whatever reason. Yeah. Yeah, masculine especially here. Still kind of clinging to the 3D at the moment. It's just like, when are you going to wake up, masculine? When are you going to... Yep. Regret energy. Loss of the third party situations. You know, really wanting that companionship, wanting that comfort. Wanting happiness, wanting to feel at home with someone, but you need to feel at home with yourself first before you can be at home with someone else, okay? You have to love yourself before you can love someone else, okay? But it's like this wishing, wanting energy again, like... And my head's starting to hurt really bad right now. So, like, I don't know who I'm connecting to, but some of you, it's like, you just can't deal. You can't deal. It's like the 3D is just too much. So it's like you escape to the 5D, but you need to make changes in the 3D too. You have to have a balance of both, right? It can't be all about the feelings. It can't be all about the material. There has to be a balance of both. And some of you're rejecting everything around you. It's so amazing to me because it's like, especially feminine here, it's like you feel like you have so much love to give. You just haven't been allowed to do that. Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Okay? You deserve love. Okay? Yeah. So literally planting those seeds, guys. And you are planting those seeds. The 3D will manifest. You just stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. And some of you, seriously, it's just, right now, you're just overthinking about money. How can I make money? How can I make money? How can I make money? Okay, but it's an illusion that you're needing money. Okay, manifest the happiness first, and the rest will follow. Okay? Some of you still denying self here in favor of a third party situation. And you're keeping yourself there. It's like because you can't see the way forward, you feel like you have to stay where you are. And that is not true. Get out of this. Release it. Release it, guys. And move forward towards your happiness. It's manifesting itself to you guys. The way is manifesting itself to you. But stop thinking in the 3D terms. Every time you get an opportunity, stop thinking in 3D terms about that opportunity, okay? All right, so messages from Source. So fate. And I know what the subtext says, but take it as it resonates. Some of you, yes, this is just reaffirming that you're on the right track as far as your destiny or whatever goes. Some of you have someone else coming in. Some of you, this person, believe it or not, this masculine, they're going to turn it around, but you've got to move first. You have to move first, okay? And take the hint. Take the hint, okay? It's a lesson. It's a lesson, okay? Some of you still facing addiction. Some of you, it's addiction to the 3D. Some of you, it's addiction to money. Some of you, it's addiction to obsession. Some of you, it's addiction to overthinking. Some of you, it's an addiction to escaping. Okay? But you've got to bring in balance. Okay? Yeah, and some of you, again, some of you are dealing with a third-party situation that is a marriage. Some of you, you're in union with your person and you're still dealing with this stuff. It still happens, okay? I'm in union and yeah, we trigger each other. We go through this stuff. You know, it doesn't fully go away when you're in union. You're still dealing with stuff. The difference is that you're physically together, okay? But it's like you're still having to deal with stuff. And yes, sometimes you still have moments where you're not communicating or communicating clearly, or you're in opposition, or you're polarized, okay? Doesn't go away with union. That is an illusion. Okay? All right, so advice from Source. Yes, it's time to release the negativity. Please. It's making my head hurt. Whoever I'm connecting to right now, you're making my head hurt. Stop. Okay? Once you do that, expect power for change. You just have to make adjustments first, and that's what I mean. Like, you guys, you know what you need to do. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Emotions are definitely running high right now, especially with this moon. And hold your vision. Recommit yourself to your journey. Recommit yourself to you. Okay? Remember, it's the only person this journey is about is you. Okay? This idea that the whole point of this journey is to have some sort of relationship with someone else, while it could be a byproduct and it may be in the cards for you, that is not the point. And I know I get emails from people who are like, I'm so ready for a relationship. I'm so ready for this, that, and the other. But are you? Are you? Or are you ready because you feel like you need to have someone, you need to have companionship? Okay, reevaluate the reason why you feel like you need something. Okay, and then ask yourself, what do I think I need that I don't have already? Think about it. Okay? Alright guys, I really hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. Also, quick reminder guys, I mentioned this a while ago, and I'm going to mention it again. Those of you who wanted to ask KOC, my counterpart, some questions, send me your emails, put the subject question for KOC. If I can get enough questions to fill a 10-minute video, I will do one. Alright? That should be it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.